244.
भोगैश्वर्यप्रसक्तानां तयापहृतचेतसां
व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिः समाधौ न विधीयते
244.1. The meaning of the words of the shloka. Bhogaishwarya prasaktanam. For the people with attachment to pleasure and material prosperity. Taya apahrita chedasam. That is taya plus apahrita chedasam. Taya, because of that. Apahrita chedasam. With their mind stolen. That is, with distracted mind. Vyavasayatmika, determined, that is one-pointed. Buddhi, intellect. Samadhau, in samadhi. Na, not. Vidhiyate, comes about. 244.2. The meaning of the shloka. For the people with attachment to pleasure and material prosperity, and with a distracted mind, the single-pointed intellect does not come about in samadhi. 244.3. Bhashya.
तेषां च भोगैश्वर्यप्रसक्तानां भोगः कर्तव्यम् ऐश्वर्यं च इति भोगैश्वर्ययोः एव प्रणयवतां तदात्मभूतानां तया क्रियाविशेषबहुलया वाचा अपहृतचेतसाम् आच्छादितविवेकप्रज्ञानां व्यवसायात्मिका सांख्ये योगे वा बुद्धिः समाधौ समाधीयते अस्मिन् पुरुषोपभोगाय सर्वम् इति समाधिः अन्तःकरणं बुद्धिः तस्मिन् समाधौ न विधीयते न भवति इत्यर्थः.
Translation. Those who consider pleasure and material prosperity only as relevant would take it their duty to go after them. That will be their very nature, and as they are immersed in that, their intellect will be drawn away by words prescribing special rites and rituals, and their discriminative awareness veiled. The one-pointed attention which is there in yoga or sankhya will not be available to them in samadhi. Samadhi means the anthakarana or internal instrument into which everything is gathered together for the enjoyment of the individual. 244.4. Explanation. Bhoga is the enjoyment of pleasures, whether it is of this world or the other. Aishwarya is the power to control others, be they persons or things, with the help of wealth. The people who are attached to these two are those described in the previous two shlokas as prone to speak in flowery language about various rites and rituals. The mad rush after pleasures cloud their intellect, making them lose their ability to think clearly and to discriminate between what is real and permanent and what is unreal and temporary. 244.5. The word samadhi is broken up as samyak adhiyate iti samadhi, that which converges everything well. Shankaracharya gives it the meaning of the inside of man or antahkarana, where everything gathers up, adhiyate, making enjoyment and experience possible. Normally, if a person is following the path of Sankhya, see 210H4, or of yoga, he will have single-minded focus in his antahkarana. But a person practicing rites and rituals or other actions for getting some results and without a sense of surrender to God will be thinking of the results and will not be able to gather up his entire faculty to a single point. 244.6. The usual meaning of samadhi is the ultimate state of meditation, where all other activities of the mind end, and Antakarana attains an incomparable purity and singleness, and shines like an unflickering lamp. It is the state to which all the other steps of yoga lead. Such a state is impossible for the person who is running after various desires. 244.7. Samadhi is also used sometimes to signify the self or Atma. The Acharya says in his Bhashya of Shloka 253, Samadhiyate chittam asmin iti samadhi atma. Samadhi is that Atma itself, where Antakarana is firmly gathered up. The desire seekers will not have that firm establishment in the Atma. 244.8 Bhashya.
ये एवं विवेकबुद्धिरहिताः तेषां कामात्मनां.
Translation. For such desire-seeking people with no discriminative intellect, listen to the next sloka.